So basically, we decided to make a website for an organization in Babson College called Tamid. It's a group based in Israel, and we'll go more into depth on what the group does and the functionalities and kind of the applicability towards our college and the community.
So a little bit about ourselves. I'm John Paul, 24 years old, born and raised in Miami, Florida. I chose to do this project with Ale because I thought it was a great idea. And we got to kind of speed up the planning process by having all the content given to us and the format of how the app should be organized. So that made it a lot easier.
I'm Ale Aragao. I'm going into my sophomore year at Babson College, and I'm the treasurer of the Babson Tamid group. And this was like out of the ordinary. Like I didn't really expect myself to be in the Tamid organization because it wasn't really well known. So I'm gonna go over a little story really quick of how I came into be into the Tamid organization. I was playing FIFA one day just regularly. One of my friends knocked on the door and she came inside. She offered a membership position to my roommates, and all of them declined. They weren't really interested in this club. And for some reason, I was just like distracted in my game, and I just decided to join the group. And I was like, I'm down to be in the group, but you have to make me an executive member because we were just starting the group. So she's like, okay, you can be the treasurer. And I'm like, that was good for me because it's like I wasn't a part of any organizations, and being the treasurer in the executive board kind of motivated me and gave me more dedication towards the group. And in the long run, it showed me how important this group is and how much it contributes to the community. So the Tamid group, currently they have 53 chapters, more than 2,200 active members on college campuses. Basically, it educates students. In consulting and finance. So before you actually become an official chapter, you have to go through certain deliverables and certain objectives that your organization has to pass until the Tamid group in Israel actually recognizes you as a chapter. And pretty much when you become an actual chapter, they give you two things. One, the ability to actually do consulting and financial advice to companies nearby in the area, such like in Boston and Wellesley. And also they actually give you money. So this year they're giving us $3,000 to do, last year we had a simulated market watch. So basically you just simulate stock picks and stock pitches. And now we're actually gonna have real money to use towards our finance division in the club.
So let's get into the demo.
So there's an email verification portion of our project, and it basically checks if the email is in the database. And if it is in the database, it's gonna update and autofill your information in the sign up portion of the sign up for current users part of the app. So once you sign up, you're logged in. You have a log out button. You also have user information. So let's go ahead and check the user information. So after we log in, and then now we have access to the user information part. There's also a profile picture feature. We can remove the picture if we want. And also if you are that current user, you can add another picture. Once you add the picture, you have to submit profile picture and then refresh the page. Once you refresh the page, the new picture will appear in your user information. Now let's go over to newsletter. This portion of the page, only create newsletter post, is only visible towards admin users. We have three separate types of users: applicants, members, and admins. Admins have the ability to create a newsletter post. So if we go ahead and create a newsletter post, we'll just put some miscellaneous text. You choose the file, you put a picture kind of to describe the picture more clearly. Once you post it, you go all the way to the bottom of the page and the new post will be there. Now we can edit that post if we want to. Only admins have this feature. They can edit it, they can change the description, the title, So if you take a look and see what happens when you edit it, it just updates the post. So if you go down, you see that the post is now updated. Now we're going to go over to the events portion. So if you take a look at the events, basically we have an event on September 7th, and the users, every single user, members, viewers, anybody will have the ability to add those events to their personal calendar, or they can actually add the whole Babson Tamid calendar to their Google account. And that's a very interesting feature because then they'll have the ability to constantly be updated and have alerts and have notifications when we do that. And now is the last portion of our presentation, of our demo. It's the About Us portion of the website. Basically, we have all the executive board members displaying on the top section, and then the regular members on the bottom section. These actually look through the database and finds the users that are members and the users that are admins. However, we can eventually, when we have the function, the feature to change a member into an admin, then this page will adjust and it would be live, up to date of which admins and members you have. So we wouldn't have to go in and change it ourselves. And also, if you go to the logout, you log out. And for new members, new students that want to log in, they can go and apply. So if you click the apply now, you can apply. This requires that you have a Babson email. So you have to have @babson.edu or else it will not work.
So what we want to add to the site is an admin control where we can actually change those applicants to members and then members to admins, and hopefully get a confirmation email where they send them a link that they can finish sign up.
One second,
And
let me
fix the basic.
We forgot about the
functionality.
About Us page. All right, well, never mind. Deploying, right? Who's with me? So also in the About Us, we had a section displaying just specific gender neutral icons for each member. But we want to have that actually displaying profile pictures because we have the ability to add profile pictures and delete profile pictures. So your profile picture would be routed to the About Us page, and it would show every user and everything. And also a company application route, just like members in Babson can apply to be a part of this program, we want companies to also apply so that we know which companies that are seeking advice and consulting and financial advice. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.